A new report has found vegetarians receive more health benefits than risks from not eating meat. The research, published in the Medical Journal of Australia, also debunked as myth the idea that pregnant women and young children can't get enough protein, iron and zinc from a purely plant-based diet. Nutritionist Dr. Rosemary Stanton has written an accompanying editorial to the research, and she says the work is proof the idea that vegetarians miss out on some nutrients is not the case.
No, it isn't, and I think nutritionists, including me and most of my colleagues, have traditionally talked about a vegetarian diet and issued a bit of a warning saying you're going to follow a vegetarian diet, you're going to have to be very careful to get enough protein and iron and zinc and a whole range of other nutrients. And for most of those nutrients, the vegetarian diet will provide ample quantities.
So young children and pregnant women don't have to think carefully about combinations of food, etc. As long as they eat a sensible vegetarian diet, they'll be okay.
That's right. Now, even textbooks, including ones I wrote back in the 70s, said you had to combine certain foods at a meal, but we now know that the body can combine the amino acids from proteins at a meal that might be 24 hours apart. So you do need to have a well-varied vegetarian diet. One of those ones that just is chips and chocolate and crackers won't cut it. But as long as you eat a range of grains and legumes and seeds and nuts as well as fruit and vegetables, you can actually get all the nutrients you need.
What about vegans?
Vegans have to be very careful about vitamin B12 because it is found only in animal products. So the easiest thing for them to do is to basically have a vitamin B12 supplement. There are a few foods that are now fortified with B12, so if you read labels carefully, particularly in the soy foods department, you may find some. But I would recommend a B12 supplement for a vegan woman, particularly during pregnancy, and also for children who are following that sort of diet. So you need to make sure they have a nice variety, but the only supplement they really will need will be vitamin B12.
And this study also found that there are positive health benefits from not eating meat. Just run us through those.
Yes, well, we've traditionally warned people about vegetarian diets, and I think the science is now showing that we should warn people about diets with a lot of red meat. A little bit of red meat is fine, but too much probably requires a warning. Whereas when we look at large numbers of vegetarians, we find that they have less cardiovascular disease, they have less type 2 diabetes, they're less likely to be obese, and they're less likely to get bowel cancer. Now, it's just a reduction in risk, so we're not offering guarantees here, but that reduction in risk is really worthwhile.
And just on a personal note, are you a vegetarian?
I'm not a vegetarian, though I eat very little meat.
All right. Dr. Rosemary Stanton, lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.